Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Scott Beadle with Big Fox News. Larry Sharpe, a businessman and a former Libertarian candidate for vice president, was in Corning today. Sharpe announced his candidacy for governor of New York back in July. Today at Cugini Cafe in downtown Corning, Sharpe took questions from voters and listened to some of their concerns. Among the topics he addressed, prison and education reform, and the heroin epidemic. He also talked about how he wants to fix upstate New York's economy, claiming Governor Cuomo's job programs have failed.
I don't want people to think that someone in Albany knows what's right for every area of New York State, whether you're in Western New York, Central New York, upstate, downstate, doesn't really matter. So the point I'm trying to get across is, when I'm the governor, I will allow for local control. As I give more local control, Western New York can decide what's right for Western New York, Central for Central, Upstate for Upstate, and New York City for New York City. The opioid problem is totally based upon the war on drugs, right? We are actually making it worse. The first thing to do is to decriminalize marijuana completely. Here's one of the reasons why. When you decriminalize, all of a sudden people now who are picking opioids as their method of choice to deal with their pain, some will choose cannabis products, right? This will not just help the individual people looking to deal with their pain, also farmers. Why aren't farmers, if they want to grow hemp, they want to grow cannabis, let them. Why am I stopping them?
As a libertarian, Sharpe says he believes government should be limited to protecting individual rights, not protecting corporations or being used for pet projects. He will be traveling to towns and cities all throughout the state because, he says, he wants to better understand the people of upstate New York. The Elmira Business Institute has stopped enrolling new students and will be closing its Elmira campus. The institute was founded back in 1858. Officials say declining enrollment is the reason for the closure. They will be consolidating with their Vestal campus and offering students the opportunity to transfer. Not far from here, another major blast of winter as spring tries to take root. The fourth major storm in 3 weeks is making its way up the coast. Before it's over, up to 18 inches of snow is possible in some areas, with winds gusting to 40 miles an hour. Pennsylvania's governor is warning people to prepare for another round of power outages.
A late snowstorm like this in here usually means a heavy snowstorm. Usually means, just like we had, a week and a half ago, a lot of downed limbs, which means a lot of down power lines.
New York City is expecting about a foot of snow, and at the White House, President Trump canceled his cabinet meeting. All federal offices are closed as well, and travelers are also stuck. Thousands of flights are canceled at airports from Washington, D.C. to Boston. Fortunately, that storm will have relatively little impact on us this time. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has more on that, and hopefully some signs of spring in his next Big Fox forecast.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox. Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
And welcome back, everyone. Some cold temperatures continue across our area. Highs in the 30s today, but that wind was sure gusty out there. And with those gusty winds, our wind chills into the 20s. And it really looks like more cold weather in the forecast over the next several days. It's going to stay dry, though. Not expecting too much in the way of precipitation, with partly to mostly sunny skies as we head into the middle part of the work week. And keeping those cold temperatures around even into the weekend. But there are some signs of early next week that we could get temperatures at least into the mid-40s across our region. But it's going to be a cold and breezy day as we head into our Thursday. Here's what it looks like then on our forecast map. That low pressure system that was causing all the snow down to our south and off to our east, that's actually pushed up to the north and east, so taking that snow along with it. But behind that, some cold and breezy conditions are in the forecast here as we head into the next couple of days. Temperature-wise, probably staying in the upper 30s or low 40s, but when you factor the wind in, looks like those wind chills will probably be into the 20s for much of the day here as we head into not only Thursday, but probably into Friday as well. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast then, 38 degrees a high on our Friday, partly to mostly sunny skies. Stay in the upper 30s, but again, dry Saturday, Sunday, with partly to mostly sunny skies in the forecast. Still staying pretty chilly too, but there's those signs of some warmer weather next week. Yeah, it could be in the mid 40s by the time we head to Monday. Hey, how about low 50s by Tuesday with partly to mostly sunny skies, maybe a chance of rain by the middle part of next week. But it looks like temperatures eventually more spring-like in the mid-40s even by Wednesday of next week. So some cold temperatures here, but looking better here as we get early next week with warmer weather.
In the 50s would be a nice change.
We'd really definitely like that, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. A fiery start to spring. A giant 20-foot snowman is set on fire at Lake Superior State University in Michigan. But don't worry, no harm was intended. It's just a tradition to welcome in the start of spring.
Yeah, each year a snowman made of recycled paper is dressed up in a new look and burned to symbolize the melting away of wintry weather. This year, the snowman sported sunglasses and a hat, looking for some warm weather, I'm sure, in Minnesota.
As are most of us.
As a lot of people are, that is for sure. And I think it's a good way to start spring and try to get some warmer weather back here by burning a snowman.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us on Big Fox News. Have a great rest of your night.